What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug. Welcome back to Smackdown Vs RAW 2007 on the Xbox 360. Today, fighting the dirtiest player in the game. Woo! And here is that fatal four-way. And it was Edge, Carlito, Kane, and somebody else. But Spear! Spear! Spear!
Spear! There's the pin! It's over! Edge has won the fatal four-way!
Where was the other two guys? Was it elimination?
Edge has just won one of the most exciting and competitive matches I've ever seen. And you have to believe that Triple H is out here to restore Edge's title opportunity.
Kurt Angle was
Great match, Edge. Seriously, I'm sure you really impressed all these people out here tonight. But when you're in a position like mine, part of the job description is to be decisive and make tough decisions. Although I appreciate you busting your ass out here tonight, I also have to live up to my responsibilities as interim GM. And that means I can't just flip-flop on a decision I made a few short weeks ago. So I'm afraid you're still not #1 contender material. And you're not going to get a title shot at Backlash.
Oh, what a load of... What the hell does the game have against Edge?
Oh, my gosh!
Run,
Edge
Edge,
has
run.
lost it!
Can y'all think Edge can beat our interim general manager, a knuckle sandwich right about now, and have no regrets at all? And who could blame him?
Poor Carlito. Edge is suspended. Indefinitely suspended for physically threatening the interim general manager. That totally won't turn out badly for Triple H. Totally won't. We'll see. Meanwhile, I'm fighting Flair while Triple H is the GM. Isn't that convenient?
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed that Edge has been suspended indefinitely for physically threatening the interim GM of Raw, Triple H.
We just saw it right there, JR.
Woo.
Edge chased Triple H right up the ramp. And who knows what happened backstage. Obviously, he tried to give Triple H a piece of his mind.
And I don't think that there's any way that you can claim that Triple H didn't try to provoke that very reaction in Edge. It's no secret that the R-rated superstar has a short fuse, and the game lit a hell of a fire directly under it. I don't know what Triple H has against Edge, but it's a sickening abuse of power in my view.
The R-rated superstar? Jim Ross? Backwards? Anyway, welcome, woo, to a fine Thursday here on the program. The week is almost over. Mario Maker 2 is almost out, but there is still some wrestling to discuss today. Woo! Now, there was a somewhat significant announcement yesterday for a variety of reasons, and that is the 10th anniversary show for Evolve will be airing on the WWE Network. And we've heard for years now that they want to include other indies they work with, like Evolve and Progress, on the network. And it's been, up till now, just that, a rumor. It's been, hey, they'd like to, but it hasn't happened yet, right? So, they've even put out surveys saying, hey, would you pay more for the network? And this 10th anniversary show, oh, Flair with the eye poke. Classic Ric Flair, vintage, because he's old, vintage. They also are including superstars such as Adam Cole, Akira Tozawa, Drew Gulak, and Matt Riddle for this Evolve 10th anniversary show. Now, that's cool, they're doing that. However, the timing here is incredibly suspect, considering it's been in the rumors for so long. The fact that they're waiting until now, when this Evolve 10th anniversary show starts 30 minutes before AEW's Fight for the Fallen, same day, same time, is very suspect. Be like, come on, you had this in the works for how long, and you waited until right now, when there's actual competition, to do this. Same thing when they decided to do the show in the UK at the same time as the New Japan UK show, not understanding that New Japan already sold a bunch of tickets through a variety of ticket brokers, which we covered on this show a little while ago. So again, it's like they want to compete, and cool. competition. But it's just cute that they waited. I hit the both, not the RU, the both. The both. Stupid. There you go, store it. It's cute they waited until right now to go, oh, actually, we're going to put Evolve on the network. Not in the last 2 years when I've been hearing about it, but just now when you have a thing to compete with, then they're going to do it. That's real cute. So yes, same day, same time, and they start a half an hour before AEW does. So imagine that. It's not like when we have the thing happening with All Out, where it's going to be a different time zone because NXT UK is going to be obviously in the UK, and All Out is going to be, you know, in the evening. Flare flop, but still. They're competing, so hey, cool. Perhaps we'll see great things from both companies. I would like to see that, but, you know, WWE is going to continue to kind of be underhanded as they tend to do, because they're WWE. They are the big dog in the yard, so to speak. Woo! You ain't getting no finish, Flair. I ain't getting no figure four, Flair. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Arm drag for days. And, nope. He is the Nature Boy. Stop taunting me. The knee lift. So yes, that is the deal with the Evolve 10th anniversary show. Being on the same day and the same time as Fight for the Fallen from AEW. Now, obviously, we know that they have a show this weekend, and it is Fyter Fest, and it is free if you have the Bleacher Report app. So certainly watch that one, but hey, I'm going to watch both, because that's kind of what I do. But that is what it is. We will see if they actually continue to try to put Evolve and Progress and whatever else on the network, or this is kind of a one-time thing to kind of say, hey, we understand you're in that same time slot, so we're going to do the same thing. Like, are they only going to do it when they actually have competition on that day? Or is it, hey, this is more of a further, we're going to have a different tier of the network, that's like, you know, $15, it's going to include indies, like, is that going to be a thing finally after years of rumors, or not? Who knows, man, who knows, but that's kind of what's going on with that bit of business. Now then, we have another wrinkle in this CM Punk Colt Cabana lawsuit, in that CM Punk has filed countersuit against Colt Cabana for the tune of $1,000, and that's because Colt Cabana sued, right? It got thrown out. He sued again, I guess, with a revised suit, and now CM Punk is countersuing, and this all stems back to that podcast from 2015. So all these lawsuits are still going on from that bit of business, which is madness. Madness, yeah. DDT. Busted him open. Pin him. 1. A 2. A bleeding Ric Flair is poetic. Here is your winner, the new dirtiest player in the game. Oldest ride, longest line. Woo! Sorry, Nate. You just couldn't stack up to the Slug.
Here we go. Triple H is going to reveal the #1 contender for the WWE title.
Well, he took his sweet time about it. Backlash is this Sunday.
As you've all witnessed, I've spent the last few weeks conducting an exhaustive search for the #1 contender for the WWE title at Backlash.
You know, this business.
In that time, I've examined the entire Raw roster, from top to bottom, backwards and forwards, over and over.
You're damn right I'm over.
Get to the point already, would you?
Shh, the general manager's talking.
And after much soul-searching and reflection, I found just 3 letters that could possibly belong on that marquee.
H.
H.
Yeah.
H.
Yep. That's about right.
You've been kidding me. He's not serious.
So for the sake of Raw, I'm going to pull double duty this Sunday and serve as both general manager and the #1 contender for the WWE title.
And you're
This
still
is absolutely
gonna lose.
disgusting. Being Raw's general manager wasn't enough. Triple H needs the WWE title too.
And it's still gonna be game over. Triple H defends decision to name self #1 contender. Oh no, he abused his power. What a waste. Hunter is all about Hunter. Yeah, we know. But did you know, back in the day, if you were a game publication publishing preview stuff on these wrestling games, and there were screenshots of Triple H, they were not allowed to show Triple H getting beat up in those screenshots. The ego on that man. Ridiculous. It's your job to get punched in the face, but they couldn't show Triple H looking weak in the screenshots.
It, the main event of Backlash. And here's the #1 contender, who just so happens to moonlight as Raw's interim general manager. You'd think his last name was Gagne. It's disgusting that Triple H would abuse his power like this. But given his track record, I shouldn't be surprised.
Look, JR, who made Triple H general manager in the first place? Mr. McMahon. Who built the WWE into the empire it is today? Mr. McMahon.
Facts.
And who signs your paychecks?
Mr. McMahon, unfortunately.
Right. So if Mr. McMahon puts his trust in Triple H as general manager, then you should too.
It's his
You're lucky
son-in-law.
that he's on vacation right now and not backstage listening to all your negativity. There's only so many times you could be fired and come back, you know.
Facts.
I call them like I see them, King. And if Mr. McMahon has a problem with that, he knows where to find me.
I did not expect to hear a Vern Gagne reference in a game made in 07, but still, that's cool. Wrestling history. I like it a lot. Anyway, so generally when it comes to that lawsuit stuff, you would have a countersuit from Punk to Cabana to try to get the whole thing just dismissed totally so everybody stops suing everybody. Fingers crossed, but hey man, we'll see.
Can you imagine preparing for a WWE title match when you don't even know who your opponent's going to be? Triple H has had weeks to scout the champion, but the WWE champion didn't even consider Triple H as a contender until last Monday.
It might not be the ideal situation for going into a title match, but that comes with being the WWE champion. You gotta be ready for anything. And if you're not, you won't be holding the title for long.
I thought I was gonna fight Gregory Helms. You tricked me. You tricked me. Now, if you've been on wrestling Twitter this week, you know it's been an absolute dumpster fire of hot takes from guys like Rollins and Ospreay and everybody else, right? But actually, what I wanted to get into here a little bit was Rollins, I guess, in an interview or a podcast or something, saying that Ambrose, aka Moxley, took his ball and went home. And I'm like, no, he did the opposite. He fulfilled his contractual obligations like a good little soldier and did everything in his due diligence and then left on his own terms. That is the opposite of taking your ball and going home. Seth has drank all of the company Kool-Aid. That is such a WWE phrase. When Steve Austin legit didn't want to fight Lesnar and jobbed Lesnar and walked out of Raw, that's taking your ball and going home. Right? If you fulfill your contractual obligations, there is no ball taking. There is no, you left and you went somewhere else. That's just finding a different job in the same field. That's the literal opposite, Rollins. For as much as I like Rollins as a performer, come on, man. That is just the worst hot take of hot takes. That is such corporate company garbage to say that Moxley took his ball and went home. No. That one, swing and a miss, Rollins. Swing and a miss. Because he's doing great, and he don't need your company anymore. So, yeah, that one definitely gave me a little bit of, come on, Seth, really? You can't possibly think that for real. That is such a Vince McMahon line that it just got on my nerves. Got on my nerves. Anyway, Triple H getting hit with that slug exploder. Will it take more than one? Yeah, probably. Probably. But hey, you make the effort, you hit the one, you hit the pinfall, but I imagine it's not quite game over just yet. That's okay, Triple H. I got more for you. I got more. But yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff on Twitter that's kind of not worth going into as such. But a lot of, hey, who's the best wrestling company in the world? Who's the best wrestler in the world? Kind of just general stuff like that has been the topic of conversation as of the past couple of days, and it's been kind of ridiculous. A lot of inter-promotional beef that will never get resolved because they all work for different companies. So, there's that. There's that. Oh no, referee getting German suplexed and rolled up. I'm sorry, Mr. Referee. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. My apologies to you, referee, who was thankfully pretty lenient and not disqualifying me. So I can at least appreciate that. Now I know one of these things I have a freaking pile driver. I haven't used it yet. It's in my moveset, and I haven't managed to not use it yet, which is kind of a shame. But hey, 5-star slug splash, turning in midair, hitting the pinfall. A 1, a 2, a 3. You're lucky I didn't crush your throat. Oh, what a shame.
Can you believe it? He did it! Despite all of Triple H's scheming, the champion has retained the WWE title. And he beat both the #1 contender and the interim GM to do it.
Well, obviously Triple H has been so busy with all his general manager duties that he's gotten a little rusty in the ring. Believe me, I don't think we'd get the same results in a rematch.
And I have no doubt that we'll get to test your theory, King. If I know Triple H, he'll find a way.
Wait, what happened? Wait, he's still talking. Cut. So yes, I'm sure Triple H is not done with the slug just yet. But that's today's video. Tomorrow, Perplexing Pixels is on break this week. There will be no Perplexing Pixels the first time in like 7 years. We're on break this week. Next week, Mario Maker 2, and then obviously tomorrow, Mario Maker 2 from me on this channel. Look forward to that. I'm attackslug. See you next time, and I'm out.